Yeah. Did you finish 1923?
Sure did. Sure did.
I think the only thing they mess up is that we have to do our own math for which John Dutton is John Dutton. It happened in 1883. It happened in 1923. I'm like, wait, is that John Dutton? No, because then he'd be 120 years old. So then this John Dutton got born, and I'm like, wait, that can't be John, because then he'd be
No,
100 years old.
this John is like their
The
baby
grandpa.
is
Yeah.
Kevin Costner's dad.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what my
So
math's telling me.
So is this like 3 John Duttons? I mean, they could have just done different names to make it less
There's
confusing.
been lots of Duttons, but like, yeah.
But there's a bunch of Johns. There's 3 Johns now.
Yeah, I got to get something off my chest though on that one. You know how much I love the show, and you know my pet peeve with people can't seem to finish shows off these days.
Yeah.
The whole point where they just kept fucking driving up into the mountains.
Yeah.
Pissed me off to no end. I was so angry watching it. The show was over and I was angry. I even said it to the wife. I'm like, this is so annoying. They looked right at him and said, "There's no petrol stations." And they're like, "Oh, we're good. It can just run by itself. Or maybe we'll get to the top and then we'll just coast down." Is that was that their game plan? Like, what was the game plan?
I said when they're in Chicago, they're like, "We're gonna drive," and I looked over at Jessica. I was like, "This would be a bad idea with the cars we have now." I wouldn't do that in your truck right now.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that in their thing. What?
No doubt.
That was before the petrol stations. I was like,
yeah,
whoa. They're not driving this car to where they're driving.
Yeah. The plane or the trains couldn't go because of snowdrifts. But let's take the Model T with rear wheel drive and no tread on the tires, and here we go up into the mountains. Like that part pissed me off to no end. But and I wish also that the only other thing I wish when they went to the rich guy's house, I mean it was awesome, but he needed to suffer a little bit more.
Again, just like what happened with Jamie in Yellowstone, it was just so quick. It's like, all right, so it's like, wait, we built this all up just for him to do that? That seems dumb.
Yeah, like he needed to suffer a little bit more, but
and then also how it happened is what's the son that came from Africa? What's his name again? Spencer.
Yeah.
So Spencer did all this stuff just to shoot like 6 dudes, and that's what we waited for. You couldn't have just. It just didn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah,
the whole show, 2 seasons or whatever it was just him to come shoot 6 dudes.
Yeah, I mean the one was pretty sweet when he shot like 3 in one shot, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
And
they
the old
just
elephant
walked
gun.
in and they stood there like the Jedi when they went to confront the Emperor. Remember?
Yeah.
And they're all just like this and just get stabbed. He comes through the door and they're all just like this. Is like bang, 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 bang. Yeah. They all just stood there staring at him. Yeah.
Oh, it was like WWE. Like, okay, I'm gonna do this. All right, I'll stand still.
So good.
But at least Landman's good. I have a gripe, a PC gripe about Landman. It seems like all the PC world is all over. What's his name? Which we've talked about before.
Taylor Sheridan.
So they didn't like Sheridan how the Native American girl, she ended up just like her life was just over. Like she made it, but she lost everything that was important to her. So it's like even though she won, she still lost. And then
but she gets to tell the story, which is what her dad said.
Yeah, which who cares? I mean, it's nice, but it's like you can never like make a female hero like a full hero. Like something has to happen.
Yeah.
And then what's her name? Spencer's wife has to die, and then he has to add in that that Spencer goes on and bangs a widow. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Why do we need that info? What is that?
And then she left because he wouldn't marry her.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Why is that necessary? But
hold on though, because one of the biggest heroes in the whole show was a woman. Was the Mirren? So
so she was there, but then the PC one, I think that's weird with Landman. It's just like, again, I'm not Mr. PC. We talk about how the world's gotten too PC and all that, but Landman, like, not to get too serious, but we have like child abductions and child sex exploitation, and like that's kind of like the biggest thing in the world. And they like hypersexualize a 17-year-old. Why couldn't she just make her 18? She can still be in high school. It's like watching 17-year-old porn is illegal. You can go to jail.
Yeah.
Why do you have her in her butt cheeks and like old men gawking at her? Just make her 18. Make her 19. I get she can be in high school at 18. I don't understand. That has always been a weird thing for me. Like Game of Thrones, just like, and Ozark. like child pornography, and even though 17 is very close to 18, just make her 18. I don't understand that whole part of, and that's what a lot of people are upset about. It's like, hey, just so you know.
Point. That's a good point. But what a great show.
Just make them 18. Great show. Aside from that, Texas
Did you watch
Tech
the whole thing
everywhere.
Yet?
No, I'm only 3 or 4 episodes in.
Okay, have you been to this scene where the hot lawyer is in the meeting room with the dudes and just like emasculate like that?
Roast them all.
That was like a, oh my god, this chick just climbed from being like a here to like here. That was, and my goodness.
And then Jessica couldn't understand. She's like, this old guy isn't getting what's her name, whipped cream bikini, and this lawyer. I was like, you'd be surprised. West Texas, I went to Texas Tech. Every dude is ugly, and somehow they're all rich, and they just land like the hottest chick in school. I saw it many a time. I still see it in my Facebook and Instagram. I'm like, how is she with him? It's mind-blowing, but Texas Tech has the out-kicking coverage looks-wise. Yeah, the money talks of all time.
You're only as good as your options.
But now this also explains why we're doing so well with NIL money. I mean, we've got the Landman, we've got Mahomes. It's a great time to be a Texas Tech fan.
Yeah, it is. How's their baseball team doing? They're usually pretty good.
They are. I haven't paid attention, but hopefully they're doing all right.
I think I got a Canadian kid down there. I'll look that up.
Nice. Yeah, another Canadian on the basketball team just joined, so
perfect.
But yeah, killing it. All right, well, NBA play-in games tonight. I'm sure you'll be watching.
Yeah, for sure. What's a play-in game?
He's playing to get into the playoffs. They wanted to add more games to make more money, so now we have play-in games.
So the 80 games weren't enough?
No.
Is it like just a one game play all to get in?
They thought about that, but they're like, instead of that, let's make it 7 versus 8. The winner stays. Then the 8th place waits to see 9th versus 10th, and then 9th versus 10th winner plays 8th for the 8th seed. So instead of just like what makes sense, they made 4 more games somehow.
So it's like a page playoff in curling. I don't hate that. Yeah, like they're playing for their lives. They're playing for one game for their playoff lives. In some cases, I mean, if you're a higher seed, you get 2 lives. But if you're not, you only get 1. I like that.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting.
I like that. I'm not going to watch it, but I like it.
I think it was because LeBron was starting to hover around the 8th, 9th, 10th seed. So they're like, you know what? Let's make sure he has some backup opportunities.
Are they not good now? They made that trade and got what's his name?
They're 3rd overall. But they started this when he was like 9th or 10th.
Okay.
And you love it. Have you watched any of the John Morant saga, shooting the guns?
Don't even know who he is.
John Morant, one of the best players in the league. He always does a gun celebration, but he's been suspended for holding guns and parties and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like he was fined $75,000 2 weeks ago for doing the gun signs twice. $75,000 for gun signs in a country where you can run around with a gun and just shoot people like Rittenhouse. That's fine, but God forbid a guy holds guns. So now what he's doing is next day after his fine.
Yeah.
Boom. 3.
Oh, he's grenading.
Throws a grenade into the stands.
I love it.
Now he's got a full grenade celebration. He's so good.
Did he get fined for it?
No, because that's not illegal. Yeah.
I love it.
He did a bazooka once too.
I was gonna say you should pull a bazooka out.
He did a bazooka.
Yeah.
So
you know what has to be next? You know what has to be next? Bow and arrow.
Yeah. Exactly.
Bam.
It's so good. And some people are up in arms, as you can imagine. Old white columnists.
People.
Yeah. Can we not do celebrations where people are dying? No one's dying with fake guns. One of who's dying? This fucking country where you have real guns everywhere.
Everywhere. And if